Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Emily, and I'm a music therapist here in Reno, Nevada at Notable Music Therapy Services. Today, I'm bringing you a YouTube video for free for our usual Thursday afternoon group called Exploring Music 2. So today, we're going to be learning about music from Egypt, which is very exciting, and then we're going to do some sing-alongs as well. So let's get our group started by singing hello to each other. All right, this is our hello song. Feel free to comment below and let me know how you're doing today. Hello, hola, konnichiwa, bonjour, guten tag, and hi. Ciao, aloha to everyone. How's your day? I love greeting all of you with music. Please let me know how you're doing today in the comments below. Alright, so first we're going to learn about music from Egypt. Let's get going. Let's dive into some Egyptian music. The first thing I want to show you is an instrument called an oud. And I can't teach you about the oud without teaching you about Farid al-Atrash. He was called the king of the oud in the 20th century. This guy right over here recorded 500 songs and starred in 31 movies. He was a pretty big deal. So let's hear him play his main instrument, the oud. Pretty impressive. One thing to notice about the Egyptian music that we're going to hear today is that the music is based off of modes, which is a fancy way of saying a different scale. So in music that we're used to seeing every day, music sounds like do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. But in Egyptian music and others in the area, there are quarter tones which fall somewhere in between those notes. So keep that in mind as we're listening to these sounds. The next instrument we're going to learn about is the ney, which is a traditional flute. Let's check this one out. I think this flute sounds very serious and even maybe a little bit sad. What do you think it sounds like? You can comment on the video to let me know what you think. Also, keep in mind that I will provide links to all of these videos in the description so you can check them out on your own time too. Alright, the next instrument I want to show you is called the Raba. It is a string instrument that you use a bow with. So let's hear how this sounds. interesting sound, huh? I'm sure you noticed that there are some drums and some other instruments in the background, but that video really did feature the Raba. All right, next we have an instrument called a kanoon. It's a very large stringed instrument. I think I learned that there were 78 strings, I believe, on this instrument. If anybody has seen an auto harp before, it sort of resembles an auto harp. You'll notice as she plays, there are little levers that are on the tips of the strings. Those change the pitches to be able to match the song that she's playing. So let's listen to the kanoon. Isn't that beautiful? I think it kind of sounds like a harp. You'll notice that each string is a set of 3, by the way. Kind of interesting to note that those sets of 3s and 2s represent different notes. Okay, so the next one I have for you is a tabla, I believe, which is a 2-drum set. So this person playing these drums is obviously someone in the modern era. I believe there is also a backtrack, so you'll hear some music supporting his drum playing. Man, I was so surprised by how fast his hands fly. Let's check it out. I was very impressed by his skills. Okay, next we have a Reek, which is similar to a tambourine. It's another drum, kind of in the same family as tabla. So let's hear what this one sounds like. impressive. It does sound like a tambourine, doesn't it? Next, I would be remiss to talk about Egyptian music without talking about Kulthum. She was a very important singer, songwriter, and actress from Egypt. She is actually referred to as the voice of Egypt, or Egypt's fourth pyramid, because of how iconic her voice is. This clip is a clip from a movie that she was in. And then after this, we're just going to hear a regular song as well that she would sing. So this is a clip from a movie. Let's listen to her. Isn't that beautiful? You'll hear her singing some of those quarter tones I was talking about earlier, where her voice seems to fall between two notes. Another thing you'll notice about Egyptian music is that it is monophonic instead of harmonic, which means that all the instruments tend to play the same thing, and there really isn't much harmony going on. So let's check out another one of Kulthum's songs.
على بلدي المحبوب وديني زاد وجدي والبعد كويني على بلدي المحبوب وديني زاد وجدي والبعد كويني يا حبيبي معاك طول ليلي سهران وياك.
Beautiful. There are two more folks that I want to tell you about for Egyptian music. The next one is AbdelHakim Hafez. He was also extremely important in Egyptian music. He's a singer, actor, conductor, music teacher, movie producer, and he was just about as famous as Kulthum, who we just heard before. So let's hear his voice.
أول مرة تحب يا قلبي وأول يوم اتهنى يا على نار الحب قالولي ولقيتها من الجنة أول مرة تحب يا قلبي وأول يوم اتهنى يا على نار الحب قالولي ولقيتها من الجنة أول مرة
Very nice. The last one I want to show you is a music video by the Egyptian musician Amr Diab. So this guy was very important. He blended Western and Egyptian music, and in this song you might even hear some influences from Mexico, which is kind of an interesting fusion. This song comes from the best-selling album in the Middle East in 1996. That album was called Norrell, which means light of the eye. So this is one of the first really big budget music videos that came out of Egyptian music, so it was a really big deal in 1996.
حبيبي يا نور العين يا ساكن خيالي عاشق بقالي سنين ولا غيرك في بالي حبيبي يا نور العين يا ساكن خيالي عاشق بقالي سنين ولا غيرك في بالي يا نور العين يا ساكن خيالي عاشق بقالي سنين ولا غيرك في بالي حبيبي يا نور العين يا ساكن خيالي عاشق بقالي سنين ولا غيرك في بالي حبيبي 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 يا نور العين 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 يا ساكن خيالي.
Wow, I couldn't help but dance along to that one. That was such an upbeat tune. All right, so I hope you've enjoyed our quick tour of music from Egypt. Up next, we have a sing-along, so let's move on. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. Now we're going to move into some sing-alongs. You'll notice that the lyrics will come on the screen to help you sing along, all right? So the first song we're going to do is called Best Day of My Life by the American Authors, all right? So let's sing this one together. I had a dream so big and loud, I jumped so high, I touched the clouds. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. I stretched my hands out to the sky, we danced with monsters through the night. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. I'm never gonna look back, whoa, never gonna give it up. No, please don't wake me now. Ooh, 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 gonna be the best day of my life. My life. Ooh, 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 gonna be the best day of my life. My life. I howled at the moon with friends, and then the sun came crashing in. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. But all the possibilities, no limits, just infinities. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Well, I'm never gonna look back, whoa, never gonna give it up, no, please don't wake me now. Ooh, 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 gonna be the best day of my life, my life. Ooh, 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 gonna be the best day of my life. My life. I hear it calling outside my window. I feel it in my soul. Stars were burning so bright, the sun was out till midnight. I say we lose control. Ooh, 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 gonna be the best day of my life. My life. Ooh, 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 gonna be the best day of my life. My life. That one's always such a fun one. Thank you for singing along. Next, we're going to do something that's a little bit more of a classic. I want to see if you can guess what it is, actually. Let's see. What song does this sound like to you? Da 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 Any guesses? What do you think that song is? Did you guess My Girl by The Temptations? If you did, you'd be right. Let's sing My Girl. I've got sunshine on a cloudy day. When it's cold outside, I got the month of May. Well, I guess you'd say, what can make me feel this way? My girl, my girl, my girl, talking about my girl, ooh, da, 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 da. You can make it up as you go with me. Da, 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 da. Nice. I've got so much honey, the birds envy me. I've got a sweeter song, baby, than the birds in the trees. Well, I guess you'd say, what can make me feel this way? My girl, my girl, my girl, talking about my girl, my girl. Ooh, ah, da, 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 da. Last part, here it comes. I don't need no money, fortune, or fame. I've got all the riches, baby, one man can claim. Well, I guess you'd say, what can make me feel this way? It's my girl, my girl, my girl, talking about my girl, my girl. Let's do it again. I guess you'd say, what can make me feel this way? My girl, my girl, my girl, talking about my girl, my girl. Beautiful. Give yourselves a round of applause. I wish I could hear all of you singing, but I know you're going at it with all your heart. So let's go on to another song. I picked this one today because it is from the new Disney movie Frozen 2, which is very exciting. This song appears in the movie many times. It starts out as a lullaby that Elsa and Anna's mom sings to them as children, and then adds a lot to the plot as it goes through. So I don't want to ruin the movie for anyone who hasn't seen it yet, but it's a really sweet song, and I hope you enjoy it. Let's sing it together. Where the north wind meets the sea, there's a river full of memory. Sleep, my darling, safe and sound, for in this river all is found, all is found. When all is lost, all is found. In her waters, deep and true, lie the answers and a path for you. Dive down deep into her sound, but not too far, or you'll be drowned. She will sing to those who hear one is a really interesting song. It's in a minor key, which is kind of interesting. Most songs that we hear are written in major. So that's a musical term that means kind of happy sounding. Like, this is in a major key. See how that sounds kind of happy? This song was in a minor key. So minor means it sounds kind of sad. So this is another example of minor. That feels sad, but maybe a little reflective, like I'm thinking about something that happened in the past. And, you know, in these times where people can feel really worried about the state of the world, it's okay to be worried, you know? It's okay to tell your family or trusted friends about how you feel. But I know that we're all going to get through it because we have music to assist us, and we have each other too. And we have ways of reaching each other like we do over these videos that we've been posting on YouTube. So I think it's important to acknowledge that. I think this next song actually talks a lot about how we can stand with each other in this time. So this song is called Stand By Me by Ben E. King. This is kind of another classic tune. So let's take a listen and sing along. I'll give you a little introduction for this one. Here we go. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand, won't you stand by me. If the sky that we look upon should tumble and fall, or the mountain should crumble to the sea, I will cry, I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear, just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand, won't you stand by me. One more time. Darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand, won't you stand by me. Very nice. All right, everyone. I'm so happy that you sang these songs with me today. It is amazing that we can keep in touch over YouTube this way, but I do want to ask you guys to take a look at the link below. If you feel as though you'd like to donate to us, that would make such a difference. Even $5 at this time can make a big change for us here at the Notables. So please, if you feel it in your heart that you want to create lasting change in the lives of people of all abilities through music like we do, then please consider donating. It's been my pleasure to be here with you today. So let's end with our goodbye song. We'll sing farewell until next Thursday. All right? Ooh, and don't forget, if you have a country that you are curious about learning about their music, please email me at emily@nmtsreno.org, and you can tell me what country's music you'd like to explore next week. We got a suggestion for hearing music from Egypt last week. That's why we picked it today. So keep that in mind. You can also comment on the video to let me know as well. So let's sing our farewell song. And here we go. Adios to my amigos. Arigato to my friends. I'll see you later, alligator. So long until next Thursday. One more time. Adios to my amigos. Arigato to my friends. I'll see you later, alligator. So long until next Thursday. Peace out. All right, until next week, take care, everyone.